Hi, I'm Don Riepe, and it's the annual Shorebird Festival, and right now we're heading off to the south end of the East Pond.
Mom, I'm seeing a bird. Oh, a bird!
So the reason we're having a Shorebird Festival is that of all the groups of birds, shorebirds are pretty much the most difficult to identify. That's why the birders like them. Also, they fly amazing distances. One bird in particular, the red knot, will leave here, fly non-stop to Brazil, and then south to Tierra del Fuego to spend the winter. Thousands of miles, several days non-stop flights. And when they come back in the spring, they're more colorful. And that's the time when the horseshoe crabs come up too. So they feed voraciously on the horseshoe crab eggs because they've lost so much of their body fat, i.e. fuel. So they have to build that up again because they're going up to their Arctic breeding grounds. Right? So the importance of these refuges along the coast are stopover places. They don't breed here, they don't winter here, but they stop here and fuel. It's like a big gas station or supermarket.
The Shorebird Festival is a really terrific partnership of New York City Audubon and the American Littoral Society and the National Park Service Gateway National Recreation Area. These are birds of the coast, and the coasts are an important focus for conservation right now around the world and in North America in particular.
Birders like shorebirds because they're very competitive. So birders like to have a challenge, for example, to come and see a rare bird or tell the difference between a western sandpiper and a semi-palmated sandpiper, which may be just a little bit of a bill size, or see another bird that's just a little slightly different looking. So it's not easy to identify some of these smaller peeps or shorebirds. And it's a real challenge, and that's what birders really like.
Some juvenile semi-palmated sandpipers just came in here. Notice how beautifully crisp their back feathers are, neatly arranged because every feather came in at the same time. The adult semis have a mixture of breeding and non-breeding feathers, so they're messy. They're kind of, some are black, some are silver, some are brown. But you can see the juvenile semis, very, very beautiful scalloped look to their back feathers. Nice kind of ginger-colored fringes. That's how you age shorebirds this time of year. The juveniles look really fresh, the adults look kind of messy and worn. There's another lesser yellowleg. I've seen at Jamaica Bay, I've seen 30 species in a day. That's very rare, typically 20. My favorite, buff-breasted sandpiper, may not be here today. Just had a beautiful white rump. 40 years I've been doing this, I learn something new every day, and I get a new appreciation every day, and it never wanes. And I got bored with everything I've ever done in my life other than wildlife photography and looking at birds. They will lift you from bad spirits and bring you back to where you feel pretty good, and then before you have to go back and face what you consider to be reality, because this is reality.
Question from the young lady over here.
What is the biggest bird that's here?
The biggest bird here is that mute swan way down there. It's heavy, weighs maybe 15 pounds or more. The tallest bird is the great blue heron, which is hunting over there on the other side.
It's so much different hearing about the environment, learning about wildlife from a book or from TV or from the internet. When you get kids out here, it's a completely different experience. Hearing the sounds, feeling the breeze, seeing the plants around you, being able to reach out and touch stuff, you will never get that from a book or from a screen.
So I didn't have binoculars and I couldn't really see any of the birds. Then this woman, she focused on this bird that was really far away that nobody could see without binoculars at all. They wouldn't even know a bird was there. And then she said, "Do you want to see it?" And I said, "Okay." So then I looked through it and I saw this bird had a kind of small body. It was against all the really tall grass, also a skinny beak, and it was completely white. And I thought it was really cool.
Jamaica Bay is by far the best place to see shorebirds in New York City because Jamaica Bay is a huge estuary located in Brooklyn and Queens. It's over 13,000 acres in size, and it's got a lot of mudflat that will attract the shorebirds. You don't find that in many other areas of New York City. We have great and snowy egrets on the shoreline just directly across here. The taller one is the great egret, and to the left is the snowy. Now the great egret has a yellow bill, black feet, and the snowy has a black bill and yellow feet, and it's also smaller.
There's a bird over to the right.
Of
That bird.
Go in the water.
At the far shoreline, American oyster catch has
To the left of
a large yellow bill, but that's one shorebird we haven't seen on the other side.
I'm gonna go tell your mother story.
It might be a yellow-crowned night heron.
Right on the other side
Yeah.
of the gulls, right?
Yeah, I think it's a yellow-crowned night heron.
Yes, I've been looking for the black-crowned night heron and the yellow-crowned night heron.
So you're corroborating my sighting that this is a yellow-crowned night heron, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
Take that to the bank, probably.
What we see with shorebirds is a healthy coastline, healthy water, healthy birds. If the birds are healthy, the people are healthy.
The major threat to shorebirds here and worldwide is habitat loss. As more and more marshes are filled in or become polluted, combined with sea level rise, gradually covering all the mudflats more and more, threatens the future existence of many of these species.
I'm a true believer that people need nature. Nature makes people happy. Interacting with wildlife, with an animal, with a bird, you look at that bird and the bird looks back at you sometimes. There's nothing like it.
Hi, I'm Don Riepe, the Jamaica Bay Guardian and Director of the Northeast Chapter of the American Littoral Society.
And I'm Alex Zablocki, the Executive Director of the Jamaica Bay Rockaway Parks Conservancy.
For the past 20 years, groups like ours have been protecting and restoring habitats in and around Jamaica Bay. But a lot more needs to be done, and we could use your help.
Consider volunteering to help us improve the Bay. As nonprofit organizations, we are grateful for any monetary contributions you can make to help us in these efforts.
Finally, we invite you to share this video with your friends. And we invite everyone to come down to the Bay and explore the world of wonders that we have right here in our own backyard. Together we can protect and restore Jamaica Bay.